I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Now that's something I like to hear.
Chamber? That's a huge project.
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think?
Of course I'm interested.
Interested.
It's been since since we've ever been able to go in the Jade Chamber.
Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
I don't think she's gonna know about Lumine, Traveler.
Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to
No
run
one
a
on
business.
Teyvat knows about Lumine besides the Abyss.
Short of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run.
I think
Don't worry.
you should be the one getting to run. You took the words right out of my mouth.
We give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her. The
Okay,
white
this
hair,
guy
the
has some
energy
brains
she
in
gives
him.
off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you.
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
So, now that you realize you messed with the wrong person, are you ready to get your asses whooped?
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Ginseng, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them.
Maybe that's how she lived so long. All the drugs, all that medicine.
My hunger has now abated. Thank you.
There's no way it tasted really good.
Rather awful.
Then why?
Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
That's actually a good strategy.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
I mean, I think it'd be fine.
But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay?
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
How have you been, Orochimaru? I'm telling you guys right now, Baizu has to be important to the story. Whether he's the Kusanali fellow or the Dendro Archon,
Manifest.
he's important.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
We have now, thanks to you, I guess.
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
Where is that exactly?
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure? Wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful with him being an Adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Seagazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Seagazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine.
Come on, man. You should know it's Chungyun by now. Oh, there's a big boy in here too?
Manifest!
Ooh, man, I can't wait till I fully upgrade Shenhe. That damage buff is gonna be so good for all the cryo characters on my team. Maybe I should upgrade Chungyun too so I can get like a cryo Kaching going. Is there something special about this rune guard, or is he here just for show? Oh, he broke the floor. Still leaving water underneath, huh? Okay, I guess we gotta trust you after all. I don't know what game this reminds me of, but it does remind me of some kind of game from another puzzle. I mean a puzzle from another game. Another ancient core? Bro, you're gonna need some harder enemies in here if you're gonna want to stop me and my cryo team.
Transfiguration.
Let's get some like Abyss Lectors in here, you know. Then we have a little bit more of a challenge. Is it just me, or was that just an improved version of the Wind Trace game we played? Oh, look at that. They have like a little table for us to sit at. That's really neat.
Is this it? Is this the Sunset Vermilionite? If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, but if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely.
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure? Be careful.
I'll go on ahead with the Plostrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
She can actually lift up the whole Jade Chamber? How strong is she?
Able to carry that huge rock all by herself. Adepti super strength much?
Wow, look at this place. They changed the area so much. And that huge giant rock that she had to lift. Mercy, Shenhe, you're a lot stronger than I thought you were.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those Adepti, surely.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Plostrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay.
They call me an Adeptus. Treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
She has the same problem as Ganyu.
That's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive too.
Oh no, Paimon, you're digging your own grave. She's not an Adeptus. Oh no.
But I am not...
I feel bad for Shenhe.
You know something? I heard that Lady Keqing has gone to Guyun Stone Forest. She took a lot of our workers with her too. So does that mean there's another construction project going on over there as well?
First Chi-Chi, and now Keqing. Huh, I wonder what's going on.
I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
Oh, you're a fellow light sleeper? Well, I hope you have a good rest then,
See you
Shenhe.
tomorrow.
Hey! Isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say hi.
Are you gonna tell us some of her embarrassing stories like you did with Ganyu?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
That explains a lot. Aw, Cloud Retainer being such a caring mother right now. Shenhe's awake.
It is
I don't
only
think she's
by
gonna be happy
fate
about
that
this.
people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Hey! So, Shenhe...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is... very talkative.
Don't worry, she didn't say anything bad.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the Plostrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beidou and Yunjin were a team?
Beidou? You're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Probably has something to do with Ning.
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of Sunset Vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Well, nice to meet you, Yunjin. Can't wait to hear you sing.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Good to meet ya. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest.
Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plaustrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
Wow. So it looks like the three of us are competitors now.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
Shenhe, confirmed sweetest girl.
Case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Sounds great, but how does that change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plaustrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
I found you, Chi-Chi. What's up, Chi-Chi?
Oh, it's you.
What have you been doing?
Seaside.
The seaside is dangerous?
Chi-Chi is helping with the evacuation.
An evacuation?
Yes. Ningguang said there's something bad in the sea. So, she sent Chi-Chi to evacuate everyone. But no one will listen to Chi-Chi.
Aww.
So instead, Chi-Chi is guarding this place. If danger comes, Chi-Chi will protect everyone. Don't go near the sea. It's too dangerous.
Chi-Chi, you're such a sweet girl. I'm guessing it's the Sile again, huh?
So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version.
But,
my master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work.
Honestly, glad to help you out, Ning.
Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yeah!
Miss Yoon, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yoon's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber?
That's a really good offer.
The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Finally, someone that just tells him that they don't know where the sibling is.
You're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well. Guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow. Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look. You helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
So she's our sugar mama now.
Great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. A sense of belonging?
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence! The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it!
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Oh man, that was so epic. Wow, Ningguang doing the Gilgamesh thing. There was so much. Shenhe freezing the whole wave. Now we just gotta beat you up and it's over, huh? Wait, are you dead already?
Keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
Are you gonna come down from there so I can hit you one time? Huh. Well, I guess I can't hit him right now. You coming back anytime soon, or...? Oh. More heads.
Speed of light.
How many heads do you have? Oh, mercy. Oh, it dragged me in a little bit when I used Chi-Chi. This is already a much better fight than the first one that we had against Child.
Unthinkable! Take flight! Don't blink! Cut to the chase!
If I had known that you were gonna be this boss fight, I would have tried to solo you with either Shenhe, Ayaka, or Keqing. Just because I haven't done a solo with them yet. So what are you gonna do now?
Obey!
Well, at least you don't hurt that much. That's a bonus. Giant Hydra bombs? Ah, just like last time.
Life goes on.
Well, that actually ended quicker than I thought it was going to. Just wondering, shouldn't the heads that I already killed stay dead? Or is this some kind of Magu Tenki thing where they won't die? I I feel robbed. That charge attack should have connected.
Don't blink! Hey! Nowhere to hide.
And he's dead.
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her.
Oh, so we're gonna have to fight her later on.
The consequences would be disastrous.
Hopefully we'll
Let's
get a
head
fighter at full HP next time. Are you alright, Shenhe?
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
So basically she's coming back around Lantern right time, right?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will be afforded generous treatment.
I haven't gotten to talk to you yet, Keqing. What have you been up to?
The Millilith's casualties are within the range we expected. But in hindsight, there were still flaws with our plan. If we'd had more time, we could have built a barrier here to absorb the impact of the waves. We must learn from this experience and never repeat the same mistakes again. We were fortunate to have your assistance this time. Thank you.
Wow! Everyone's already seated!
Is it time for the Yunjin performance?
First time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now. I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
This is gonna be a performance to remember.
神女披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与祝。 时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
That was beautiful. I can't wait for the next song.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Great to see you.
He's drunk, isn't he?
Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an Adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine Damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for. Let me pull up a chair, all right? We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
She just wants some alone time with us, that's all.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Well, that looks like that's the end of this Archon quest, or Shenhe quest. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.